Books. School books. Textbooks. Library books. Encyclopedias and dictionaries. All tools for learning. Books can last a long time. A single book used over and over can help many students for many years. Yet, for decades, most of the textbooks and library books used by students in the United States have been meeting their fate in landfills, dumped along with trash. Books in good condition with lots of learning left to give. Wasted. In 1987, Marin County educator Marilyn Nemser found a solution for schools and libraries in the San Francisco Bay Area. Using donated warehouse space, she organized a way for them to bring their unneeded books and other classroom materials to a place that finds second homes for them, sharing knowledge and improving literacy for thousands of children, both locally and in countries around the world. That place is the Book Exchange. Schools and libraries, sometimes from as far away as Washington State, gladly deliver the books they no longer need to this nonprofit volunteer project, currently located at Hamilton Field in Novato. The organization receives thousands of books a year, reading and literature, history and government, language, math, science, reference, and more. Inside the building, the books are sorted by volunteers, students from local schools, teachers, and other Good Samaritans. Textbooks, library books, high school level, elementary level, reference books, teacher's manuals, one goes here, one goes there. Each is given a temporary home, waiting for a second life in new hands. After the incoming books are sorted, Book Exchange volunteers shelve and box the textbooks, displaying them by subject for local teachers and staff of other nonprofits who come there to find supplementary learning materials for their clients and students. Children's library books find themselves in our colorful entry area, with space on bookshelves set aside especially for them, nonfiction, art, music, biography, science, history, and fiction, stories for youngsters from preschool age through high school. All for the taking. Helping to support education in the local community is only part of what the Book Exchange offers. Since it began, the Book Exchange has participated in more than 40 overseas shipments, often sending as many as 1,000 boxes at a time. That's over 30,000 books to children in a foreign land. It all starts with a phone call or an email to Marilyn, a Rotary Club that wants to send books to schools in Kenya, a couple who has traveled to Tanzania and has promised to send children's books to a local orphanage, a church group that wants to help educate students in Cambodia. Marilyn learns how many, what subjects, what grade levels. And then the Book Exchange volunteers go to work. Many boxes have to get packed. About 60 boxes on each wooden pallet, carefully piled, then shrink-wrapped, ready to load. One recent project was for a school in the Philippines. A shipping container full of textbooks and even student chairs from the Book Exchange was delivered into the hands of happy recipients 10,000 miles away. Not long after, Book Exchange volunteers went into high gear for an even bigger job, on behalf of the children of the village of Alor, Nigeria. After 6 months of volunteer efforts and preparation, a contingent of Nigerian chiefs came to the Book Exchange to celebrate and to help load the 1,000 boxes of textbooks and children's library books into a 40-foot container for their long journey to Africa. For its efforts, the Book Exchange has won quite an array of awards, including one from the Environmental Protection Agency for solid waste recycling, and a Golden Bell Award with special recognition from the Marin County Office of Education and the Marin School Boards Association. The Book Exchange has been a great success, thanks to its volunteers who have joined together, giving their time freely to help world literacy.
One of the huge advantages of this Book Exchange to me as an educator is that I've been able to get books for students that I'm tutoring that could not, they can't only not afford to pay, but they certainly can't afford to get any other books for reading. And I just know I've been able to give them a real depth and breadth of exposure by being able to pick up a lot of books here free at the Book Exchange.
And it's a great way to help out, keeping things out of the landfill and keeping these books recycled into teachers and homeschoolers.
And it's wonderful to think of all the children's lives that we're affecting by the books that they're getting.
We want to strengthen our teachers, and this place does it. It gives kids great books, and it gives teachers lots of supplies. I just love coming here.
It's my first time at the book exchange, and I just can't leave. I was here more than 1 hour ago, I guess. And they are going to have to kick me out. It's a wonderful place with treasures.
I'm very proud of what the Book Exchange has accomplished, and especially proud to have contributed to the literacy of thousands of children around the world.